Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Ohayocon 2023 with Mr. Bill Butts. How you doing?
Man, not a care in the world. Just enjoying a beautiful day at Ohayocon and talking with y'all. Shoot.
You got the best voice, deep voice I like. So how'd you get started in the world of entertainment?
Well, I was raised a poor black child. Oh, man. Well, for me, we're going to condense the story as much as possible. Okay, I was an astronomy student. I was going for that. I figured out I hated math, and then some stuff and things happened, and before I knew it, I got into radio. Oh. I loved it, and now went through that path, got into acting, on camera, theater, and here we are. Yeah.
I was going to say I'm a geologist, so science is my forte.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So now, on top of voice acting and Twitter, you have a very good health advocate and keep yourself in great shape. How do you fit your workout routine into your day-to-day? And do you feel it helps with your voice acting? I mean, you did the funny thing with Xander before the con. We go to the gym. So what's it like keeping yourself in shape for work and for personal gains and goals?
Well, a lot of it really is it's habit. Because I remember I was 12 years old. And my dad was a lieutenant commander in the U.S. Navy at the time. And then right now he was trying to really push fitness on me. And I was like, I want a PlayStation. It's great. So for Christmas, I got a PlayStation that year. And I found most of the games I wanted from Blockbuster. So anyway, he was like, yeah, a week later, you'll be on your real present downstairs. And it was a bench press with a squat rack. So I was like, all right, it's been 3 days. His dad's got good at math. And I had like nothing else to do. It started getting more and more fun. Yeah. So the habit just kind of started building and building and building and building. Till eventually over the years, got in like martial arts, kept that up. And I'll be honest with you, it's great. Just help my routines and all this. Absolutely. You know, you look at like Tekken.
Exhibit hall. This is a reminder that
yes.
we would like you all to be masked.
Go on.
Please have
And a side note here, I do have my mask on me. I actually have been vaccinated, double vaccinated, got my boost on top of that. I was there, and happily saying I have still not caught it, but there actually are lasting effects when that comes to getting COVID. So don't mess around with all that. It's coming from a man who also spent 7 years working in a pharmacy as my survival job early in my career. So for what it's worth, please get vaccinated and just be careful out there. But now, back to the interview.
So, going into, we talked about your fitness and all that and how it helps you with your acting. So, speaking of staying in shape, you happen to voice in a great show called One Punch Man. How cool is it when you work, getting to work on it? Now, we now have a potential for season 3 coming out this year. Do we hope to hear Bill Butts come back for season 3?
Listen, fam. Bakuzan is horribly dead. Spoilers, but hey, he lost to One Punch twice.
Correct.
So I'll take that. But hey, listen. I will happily read for another thing. If not, give it to another brother out there or sister who was looking for some work and is getting that time. But listen, this guy who also likes the manga. Oh, I do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Well, I hope to hear you back. I have both seasons as well. I own both seasons. So, speaking of fitness, you happen to work on 2 sports anime, Prince of Tennis and Tekken Bloodlines. Yeah. When working on sports anime, do you try to get into them, and then did you feel it helps you with your performance?
Oh, man. Listen, I'm a big man. I got a big booth. So, for me, when it comes to really emoting and trying to bring life to characters, I do move a lot. Yeah. And whether it be either Prelay, which actually Tekken was, or even say like Prince of Tennis, number 24, some of the sport anime out there, and a few others, I move a lot because it kind of adds a little extra oomph and life to the character. Yeah. Almost like a bit of pre-life because some say that the most important scene is the one that happened before, so you bring that into it. Right. So even when you move, or every time you emote, every time you kind of bring it to the table for it, you do, and it makes it sound so much better. Yeah. So, short answer. Yes.
Because we know a lot of other people that do the sports stuff. They're like, I have no idea how to play that at all. Oh, so, yeah.
Back to that. The director, Howard
Wong.
Oh, I love Howard Wong.
Yeah, we're friends with him and Amber. So
yes, lovely people.
Yes.
Howard loves tennis.
Yes, he does.
To an extreme.
I know.
So he was in talking. Did he ever play tennis, Bill? I'm like, I played a little bit growing up, and Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Howard Wang, I can't say that word, is amazing.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We love talking with him whenever. Well, we've never had him on camera. I've personally met him and talked to him, but I've never had him on camera. We need to fix that at some point.
This will change, Howard.
Because we've had Amber. Now we know a lot of your voice acting a lot of voice actors during the pandemic switched over to Twitch and streaming, and you happen to be one of those great people that did that. So how do you keep on that platform and interact with your fans that way? I mean, like, it was definitely a way to keep everybody engaged and all that. So when you switched over to like doing that and continue to do it now to this day, how do you keep the, obviously you're using your voice, which is your moneymaker. How do you keep it from not going bleh?
Well, first off, I wake up in the morning and I cry. Oh, how I cry. Long story short, that there's a lot of things you can do, kind of vocal warm-ups, which I will definitely do, including phonation, which is kind of like breathing through like this, a tube, and you're imagining your throat almost like a piston going up and down there, so kind of make sure that's good. Yes, the tea and honey, maybe a little bit of lemon. Ninjom is actually amazing with that as well. Okay. And if it gets really bad, you also can take, like a good an Advil or Excedrin and kind of help out the pain. But a lot of it's just kind of knowing your limits. So, blah, blah, blah. I don't push myself. And if you actually watch my streams, I do speed runs. I love horror games, things like that. I can beat Resident Evil 3 in an hour and 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ. The original or the remake?
The remake. And Capcom actually sponsored me.
Oh, okay.
Because I sent them, here's what I call the Wu-Tang Challenge. Which is pretty much a flawless run of beating RE2 and still getting an S rank. Yeah. And after that went through great. And so that's what I do. It's fun.
I mean, I've played the other two, so I was like, man, if you can speed run RE2 or RE3, Jesus, you're awesome.
That's where I'm playing game. Anyway.
So a big anime from this year you got to work on was Cyberpunk Edge Runners. How was it like working on that? And then, of course, the response to it. Now, my car right now, I have David, Lucy, and Rebecca on my driver's side door
best girl.
as my stickers on my car. So obviously you can tell I'm a huge fan of it. So when you heard how big of a deal it was once it got on Netflix and people just went bonkers for it, what was your mental this is awesome?
I'm looking y'all in the face right now.
I'm just gonna pass this man the mic.
Y'all, I did not care what other people thought because I love Cyberpunk. I love One Piece, Tekken. There's a few. I'm 230 pounds of black man right here. I cried. And then I was like, congratulations, you actually be voicing Douglas in Cyberpunk as well as the Doctor. And there's a few other people. And fam.
Yeah.
We was praising Black Jesus for days. It was beautiful. And it's like, we like it too. I'm like, you damn right you do, Internet. It's beautiful. And that's my response.
I'm not going to lie. Somebody's like, you need to sit down and watch this. I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah. I was like, give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Hell yeah, I cried. What do you think?
2 for 2.
Dude, he goes out. He goes out in a blaze of glory. It's the best. I know. Oh, so good. So this past year, you also happened to get to work on 2 great franchises of JoJo and Bleach, playing some great characters. How does it feel to work on some of the longest-running anime? I mean, JoJo's, from the 80s, 70s. Bleach is from the early 2000s, making its comeback with brand new fans, old fans like myself. What's it like when you get to work on these wonderful series?
JoJo's, that was I've loved JoJo since it was I use this term loosely, a failed OVA back in the day. And after that, I started reading it, fell in love with it back in college, and I've been hooked ever since. Yeah. Getting to play Chocolata was everything. I'm like, you are the most evil dude in the show. I'm sorry. There's look what he did to Danny. Dio's terrible. I'm like, spoilers. This guy melted Rome because he was just mad. Let's just say there was a dog there, I swear. So it's fun, and also having one of the longest beatdowns in manga was amazing. I loved it. Bleach, Naruto, JoJo's, and Dragon Ball are one of the ones I read for the longest time. So getting to play Master Masculine in Bleach is amazing, especially because he's a wrestler.
Yeah. So I haven't had the opportunity to watch 1,000 Year Blood War yet because I don't have Disney Plus. But I also no. The only one I have is Netflix, and I don't prefer to actually stream. I prefer to buy all of my anime to help the industry more because I understand how the license agreements work and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather buy it, and then I can watch it as many times as I want, and nobody can complain about it because I own it forever.
You're hired.
I could be a marketer for any company. So running along with all of that, we understand NDAs. what can we talk about that's not part of an NDA that you want fans to check out past Bleach and JoJo?
There's actually a couple I can talk about. We've coming out February 3rd. Mike, I'm not sure when this is coming out, but you actually can go out to theaters and see the new Sword Art Online movie. You can hear me as Lobaka. And if you're into, the gods and things like that, season 2 of Record of Ragnarok coming out here in a little bit. Continue to hear me as Odin. So that's 2 there for it I can talk about right now. And we'll say as summer rolls out, y'all got your minds blown.
Alrighty, now finishing things up, where can we follow you online? Via Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that type of stuff. And then what would you like to say to the fans that have been loving your voice all these years?
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you right now. For Instagram, you can find me as Billdozer77. Billdozer777 on Twitter. The other one was taken. Bill_Butts on Twitch. I get it every once in a while. We hang out. On top of that, I do a lot of like speed runs and for video games because it's fun. And a lasting message to y'all. Y'all are beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nobody stop you. Black lives matter. And on top of that, you matter. Live your life, love it, baby. Shoo.
Thanks, Bill. You've been smooth. I love it. Thank you.